Hey everyone, so this video is a skincare review on a product from Beenigma. Beenigma recently contacted me and asked if I wanted to try their face cream. And it was a product I was already actually looking into trying myself anyway, so I did say yes. I've been using it for about 3 weeks now, and I think that's enough time to share my thoughts and know how my skin's reacted to it, and to share with you any results that I'm seeing. So first I'll go through some details that are on the box. It's the Beenigma All-in-One Face Cream. Naturally soft, smooth, beautiful skin. With bee venom, manuka honey and shea butter. It also confirms that this is a 50ml size jar. On the back it goes through some details, how to use the product and the ingredients. So it's the Beenigma One All-in-One Face Cream, featuring the breakthrough ingredients bee venom and manuka honey. Beenigma One promotes the elastic and smooth appearance of the skin and makes skin look and feel more youthful. Now the directions say to apply morning and night to a washed face, and the nourishing cream disappears into the skin and doesn't need to be washed away. It also goes without saying that if you do have a bee allergy, don't use this product because it does contain bee venom. The top ingredients that they discuss are bee venom, so it's New Zealand bee venom, medicinal grade manuka honey, shea butter and almond oil, and it is also paraben free. Its shelf life is 12 months after it's been opened, it is cruelty free and it's made in New Zealand. So the next is the packaging. It comes in a really nice small jar. It sounds like it's a glass jar. The lid is plastic and you do get a spatula with it as well. When you open it, there is a stopper, but you don't really have to worry about it too much because the cream is quite thick. It's not going to run out of the jar or anything like that. I like the idea that it comes with a spatula because I don't really like digging my fingers into a jar, so this was really handy. Another thing I noticed when I opened the product was the scent. It is quite subtle, but it's really lovely. I really enjoy the scent of this product. And it's good because I myself find that even if a product is nice to use, if it smells really bad and I don't enjoy the smell, I just don't find myself using it very often. And the scent alone, I enjoy this one so much that it is one of the reasons why I would repurchase this cream, just because it smells really good. Don't worry though, if you don't really like scent products or those types of things, it doesn't last very long on the skin, which is disappointing because I like it, but after a few minutes it's completely gone. So the product itself, I'll show you the consistency and how it works. So the consistency of the product is quite thick, as you can see, but it does soak into the skin really, really easily, as you can see. It does leave an almost matte appearance once it's soaked in, and it does soak in quite quickly. So when you've got it on your face, you do need to work fairly fast because it can get slightly tacky as it's starting to soak into the skin, but it does dry down and it doesn't stay tacky on the skin. It just leaves that really nice matte appearance, which kind of smooths everything out, so you don't have to wear makeup if you don't want to. So a little bit about my skin and my pain points, I guess. I'm almost 32 years old and I have fine lines and wrinkles, mainly around my frown lines here between my eyebrows, my crow's feet around here, some wrinkles directly under my eyes and some across the top of my cheeks. I am a side sleeper, which makes them worse because when I lay on my pillow, my face all scrunches up and I get wrinkles in really strange places, and they just have kind of stayed there. My skin type will change from season to season and depending on my skincare regime. It is pretty troublesome. I do have fairly sensitive skin, not overly sensitive, but I do break out really easily and I do get hormonal cystic acne around my jawline and on my cheeks. I do have pigmentation on my cheek area as well. I do get quite red. Texture's not that great across my forehead. I do get little lumps. And as far as skin type, I'm well and truly combination. I get dry spots around here, I can get oily here, but I can get oily and flaky here as well. So it is quite troublesome. It's a mixed bag. But my experience with the cream has been good overall. It did get rid of my flakiness, which is a big thing for me because when I wear makeup and my skin is flaky, if you've got that problem, you know it doesn't look nice, but it's really helped with that. When I first started using it though, I did find that I was using way too much. So as far as the amount to use on your whole face, on the spatula there's a little lip. You only really need half of that little spoonful to do your whole face. I just dotted around my face, concentrating on around the eye area. I have used it all over my face, including up to my eye area here, and I've also used it on my eyelids too, and I haven't had any troubles. I do have quite sensitive eyes, I wear contact lenses too, but I haven't noticed any issues. I have been using it for almost 3 weeks now, mainly morning and night, but I don't necessarily use it all over my face morning and night. In the morning, I will normally just concentrate around my eye area, so under my eyes, my crow's feet, between my eyes and down my nose, because I find that it does get quite dry. Overnight, I will use it all over my face as well. My experience with it so far, have I seen any results? I have noticed that the flakiness has disappeared and my skin texture and tone has slightly improved, more towards the recent stages of using it. So after 2 to 3 weeks, I have noticed that. As far as wrinkles go, I still have wrinkles, and I have noticed a change with some of them more than others. So my frown lines here, I haven't noticed much of a change. When I've got my resting face, like my normal face, it is slightly smoother. My crow's feet, again, when I'm not smiling or anything like that, I do notice a very slight difference in them. My skin just looks more plump and more hydrated. The wrinkles underneath my eyes, so directly under my eyes, I haven't really noticed that much of a difference with. But the one wrinkle area that I have noticed a dramatic difference with, mainly in the last couple of days, so just about 3 weeks of the product, is the wrinkle that I get on the top of my cheek. It was a really long wrinkle and not very deep. It was quite a fine, small line, but I really didn't like it because it was quite obvious just because of the placement of where it was. I can no longer see that, and my skin just looks really plump around that area. When I use the cream, another thing I like is that it makes my face feel firm. It's not tight or uncomfortable, it's just nice and plump and firm, and it doesn't feel heavy or tacky. One result that I wasn't expecting, but I thought I would try it, is on my eyelids. It's a sensitive topic for me, but I've got a lot of eyelid. I get droopy eyelids. It's just something that runs in the family, and it's just part of life. But I've been using it on my eyelids, and I have noticed just recently, towards the end of when I've been using it now, I have noticed a very slight lift in my eyelid, which I was not expecting, and this is the only different skincare product that I've been using, and I have been using it on my eyelids very delicately, but I have noticed a slight lift where they used to just droop quite a bit more. I'm noticing that I can see the actual lid part very slightly lifted. I can see a little bit more of it. It's not the eyelid drooping over it so much. So that was unexpected, but a very welcome result, and something that I'm happy with. Price point for the product is just over 150 Australian dollars. And I know it sounds expensive, but for a good quality face cream, it's not too bad. It is 50 mils, and I've spent more money on products that have less quantity, so 30 mils or so. It just depends on the type of products that you want to try. And one thing that I've come to sort of realize is that I'm now at an age where I really need to focus on good quality skincare that works for me, and I'm happy to put in a little bit more money on good quality skincare and maybe not buy so many products, just quality products over quantity of products. And that's just something in general that you will notice going forward on my channel, is that there might be a few more luxury or more expensive items and maybe not so many items across the board. I do have a discount code though, which I will link below. So if you are interested in trying it out, there will be a discount code for you, and that will be in the description box. Would I repurchase? Yes, I would actually repurchase this. I really like the way that it makes my skin feel. I really enjoy using it, particularly at night. I may not necessarily use it during the day, but I will continue to use it definitely at night. I am happy with the results. A big thing for me is that my skin, regardless of the fine lines and wrinkles, and if they haven't completely vanished, my skin reacts a lot with night creams and creams that I just need a little bit more hydration in my skin. This one hasn't reacted to it. I haven't broken out, I haven't gotten bumps all over my face, I haven't gotten red dots, reactions that I would normally get to other products. And that's a big thing for me, and that alone is enough for me to say, yes, this is a product that I would be happy to repurchase. But on top of the small results that I have seen so far, and the scent I really enjoy, I would repurchase it, and I will actually be purchasing one myself for my mum as well, for her to try out, because I think that she'll like it. And if you're interested, let me know. I might be able to do an update, let you know what her thoughts were. But yeah, that's my review. If you do have any questions, please leave them down in the comments box below and I will answer them for you there. But as far as my experience, would I rate this product? Yes. Probably not for the really young viewers that I have, but if you're just starting to get into anti-aging, or even if you have more mature skin, absolutely, I would recommend this product. If you're in your early 20s, maybe not so much, but late 20s onwards, definitely, I would recommend this product. If you have the affordability to go and buy this within your budget, I would recommend it. So yeah, that's my thoughts. If you have any questions, again, like always, please leave them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.